Hey guys, it's Matt. It is Tuesday. Yeah, it is Tuesday, May 12th. Quick Green Day recap here. Right out of the gates, I took a swing at MGNX here with just 10 shares. Mostly because I figured this was going to whip around quite a bit, and I mean, whatever. I could have gone 40 shares, I guess. Or at this point, it doesn't even matter. I'm just waiting for my new account, and then I'll size up. Uh, But I was in at 28.05 right here, kind of right on this pivot line I had drawn, and then out at 28.41. And then my second trade was a small loss here. Thought we'd get a nice dip here to the 250 area, and then maybe some support and a drive back to high of day when this mark that was honestly looking back. I mean, it's pretty thickly traded, right? We're talking about on a minute chart. We're looking at millions of shares. So it's a little more thickly traded than I probably would have liked. But anyway, I was in at 256 and I was out at um, 250.05 is actually I don't know what this is up here. I guess there was multiple. Oh yeah, that's what happened. So I actually apologize. So I was in at 256. I sold half at 261 because it popped a little bit, and then held the rest, and then I market ordered out at and got filled at 25.05 or um, yeah 250 basically. Anyway, so that was a small loss. That cost me 5 cents. Yeah. So the MGNX winner was 360. This was a 5 cent loser. I also put an order in on MGNX. Let's see what happened here. I think I might have got my ass saved on this one. 27.92 at 7:03. Let's check that out. That would have been okay, I guess. So 27.92 I got filled. So right here I was looking at this pivot line, maybe pulling back to that. It dropped down below that and then popped back up on the next candle. So what happens there, I think I just didn't get filled, if I remember correctly. It got by me. So that's part of the deal here with Thinkorswim, because you're joining the bid in the ask, and there's no cushion there. It's not like bid plus 5 or anything like that. Um, so you're trying to buy just the bid, and sometimes you just miss it unless it falls. You actually have a better chance of getting filled if it falls past your entry, right? So if you hit the bid at 792 and it falls to 785, you have a good chance of getting filled in the limit order, but not the other way around. So if you bottom ticket, there's a good chance you're not going to get filled. We saw that the other day on one of the halt resumes. So anywho, it was pretty good. There was one here where I wrote him a note to myself, and I said, well, maybe the dip to below 50 was actually the better entry rather than this higher, 256 entry. But even below 250, it just barely popped up and didn't really give a good bounce until we got down here to the 30s, and then it bounced up into the 50s, which is a good 20 cent run. Anyway, let's take a look here at Trader View. So if you look at the 60-day time frame, my total P&L so far is 37.79. Again, that's with a lot of small share size, right? So anybody who's watching this in the future, it's very small shares because I wanted to prove this sort of trading system before I put any good share size behind it. Plus, I don't really have the buying power in this account to trade a whole lot anyway, so I can't just jump to like trading 1,000 shares in this account because it's a cash account with Thinkorswim. It only has like a little over $2,000 in it. It was enough to do what I did through here. This huge drawdown you see was a day where I jumped up to trading 10 shares from having traded 4 and 5, actually even 1 and 2 through here, then 4 and 5, and then jumped to 10. And took a loss that actually wasn't even that big per share, but because it was 10 shares relative to what I had been trading, it looks really big. But that's why you see the P&L go from here. So really still only 1, two, three, 4 red days since the beginning of March, and we're in almost mid-May. So definitely a high win rate, which I know some people say like, but it's not the win rate, yada yada, whatever. Um, but overall, I'm still, the profit and loss is good. So the numbers are working out, right? Um, Actually, before I change that really quick, we'll just do that. We'll look at it this way. My win rate's 81.6%, and my average winning trade is 61 cents. My average losing trade is 137. If you do the math, that works out profitably, right? That's why I'm up, 37.79. If you want, you can say, okay, what if I was trading all of this times 1,000? So, and then move this decimal point, and that's roughly where I'd be. I realize there are other things to consider. There's commissions, and that can be a big part of it. But I mean, do this times 100, and then or 1,000, and then take your commissions, and it still works out that I'm green. Um, so May's actually been a particularly good month. You can see my average per share is 8 cents, which I'm good with that. Even with commissions with something like CMEG, that's going to work out in my favor. And these numbers are good too. Actually, my average winner is $1.19. My average loser is 34 cents, and my win rate is still 81%. So I've been taking some losers, but really small ones. I'm okay with that. So yeah, so far May's been a great month. Hopefully that's not a mirage that I get slapped in the face with reality when I open my my new account. So I'll be opening the account with CMEG. That's in the process right now. And when I jump there, then it's time to increase share size because we got commissions and we got monthly fees we got to cover. And honestly, the system works, so I'll probably be pretty comfortable with it. I still won't be like going crazy and doing 10,000 shares like some of the big guys do just quite yet, but I'll definitely be trading some larger share size than what I've been doing. So anyway, that's it. We'll be back at it tomorrow and go from there.